are rolling.
Alpha is starting to fall into the clutches of both Defiant and Pulp.
Blink closing in on Dart here through the first sector.
Hawk has taken the lead back and is pulling away from Clear, and Magnum has fallen all the way back to dead last.
They need to get by Black Rose for the overall silver. Passing opportunity for Zoro. They fake inside, go outside, and have the lead. Looks to the outside, now to the inside. It's not gonna happen.
The new duo Bedlam and Magnum are your Season 2 champions. Ladies and gentlemen, we welcome you here to the start of the second half of Season 3 of the MSFC here at the track of the Twilight Terrace and expansion team, the Starlight Speedway. Leading the standings is the Icy Hots, but Team Fire closed in on them with a win from Electra at Icy Mountain. Motown Madness, the Moon Melodies, and the Pantheon are all also in striking distance in 3rd, 4th, and 5th. The current host team, Twilight Terrace, currently last in the standings. They'll need to get it turned around. Leading us off, it will be Vorpal of the Twilight Terrors. Vorpal, despite such an impressive Season 2 with the Twilight Terrors, it has been a brutal sophomore slump. We'll see if he can start righting the ship. And I would say looking quite quick through the first sector. 8.46 through many chicanes that this track has. Not looking very quick down this straight. 23.64 Vorpal is. Final sector, this is not looking particularly quick, but we won't really know until we see more times. A 32.68 for Vorpal, that will be the time to beat. Next up, it will be the Shadow Hunters with Awaken. Awaken hasn't been particularly impressive this season, currently sitting 24th in the racer standings, but did have his best race of the season thus far in his last race at Icy Mountain. A very impressive 6th place finish. But he is 1.1 seconds back of Vorpal through sector number 1. Awaken looking very sluggish here through sector number 2 as well. Good through that chicane. It just doesn't matter though. This time is not looking good. 1.3 back now. And this will slot in behind Vorpal. The question is by how much? Or will it? He goes purple through sector number 3. It's not quite enough though. A 33.22 for Awaken. Next up, it will be the Iron Brotherhood with Ampersand. And credit where credit is due to Ampersand and to her teammate Spectra. This team came into the season with basically no expectations of any kind. And despite that, both of them have had some really good runs. Ampersand, 7/10 back of Vorpal through the first sector, but they stall out through sector number 2. Cut that chicane very well, though. And they are purple through sector number 2. Ampersand, can they stay in front of Vorpal through the other chicane well? And they easily take time number 1 thus far with a 30.73. How about Ampersand? Next up, it will be Starry Sky with Blink. And talk about a team that just needs a shot in the arm. The Starry Sky, not the highest expectations. They currently sit 13th in the standings, though. And Blink, despite being solid, she just hasn't quite looked like herself. Although 1.2 seconds in the green through sector number 1, a purple first sector. Losing a bit of her speed through sector number 2, but still looking pretty good. And still ahead. In fact, still purple through sector number 2. Blink looking to set the top time, and she easily will. Purple through all 3 sectors, in fact. Boy, did she need that. A 28.34 for Blink. Easily the top time. Next up, one of many talented rookies to have entered the field for Season 3. It is Tyrus of the Western Warriors. Despite the struggles of his teammate Baron, Tyrus currently sits in 5th in the racer standings. Headlined by a race win from Pole. 4/10 back through the first sector, Tyrus is. We'll see if he can continue the fantastic season he's been on, although looking slow through sector number 2. Very slow coming out of those chicanes. This is not looking good. 3 seconds back of the leader Blink Tyrus. Through the third sector pretty well, but it's just not enough. A 32.33 for Tyrus. That will still place him mid-pack for now, but closer to the bottom 2 than the top 2. Next up, and would not have imagined this team would be going this early, it is the Camo Hiders with Hero. Remember, Camo Hiders, after race 3, were leading the standings, and it has been an absolutely dreadful time since then. They've fallen from 1st back to 11th, although Hero is dead even with Blink through sector number 1. But like Tyrus, looking slow through sector number 2. Lost about a second. 0.6 back, but that is still salvageable with a good third sector. Hero, very quick, but he's not quite going to get the top time. It's still very good, though. A 29.22 will comfortably place Hero into second. Next up, it is Lucifer of the Thanatons. The Thanatons, highlighted by a Tartarus second place at a Tidal Glow Circuit, but Tartarus just finished last at Icy Mountain. Lucifer has mostly been steady so far in his rookie year, and that's not easy. Lucifer, a talented marble, but I would say mostly has exceeded expectations thus far. Although a brutal bounce there coming out of sector number 2, 3.3 seconds back. Though splits that chicane well, but it's not going to be a very good time. A 32.75 will place him second from the back. Next up, it is Kazuki, and despite Kazuki as an individual showing serious potential, 2 top half finishes, no finishes below 9th, led laps at the Tidal Glow Circuit, they've just been mediocre in terms of their results, as well as their teammate Black Rose, although looking quick through the first sector, dead even with the leader Blink. A bit of a rough bounce through sector number 2, but is going to split both chicanes very well as Kazuki. 1/10 back of the leader Blink. Blink had a very good third sector. Can Kazuki match it? No! They can't! A 30.56 will still slot Kazuki into third place, though. A good qualifying lap for Kazuki. Next up, we get to our first top half team, but certainly not a top half marble. It is Arrow of the Cherry Bullets, and Arrow has more or less been absolutely carried by Icarus, who currently sits near the very top, second place in the racer standings. But Arrow has been absolutely dreadful, 31st, and is a second back of Blink and looking very slow through sector number 2 as well. Rough bounce there coming out of the chicane. Oh boy. Arrow 3 seconds back. Still could stay out of the basement with a good third sector, but they do not have it. Across the line with a 32.25 that will actually slot them not terribly in 5th place thus far. My apologies there, Arrow. I made your qualifying lap look worse than it was. Your qualifying lap was fine. Next up, it is Bedlam. And Bedlam, he's been solid. He's just lacking the firepower that we expect. Bedlam, no race wins and no podiums thus far. 0.6 back of the leader Blink. How will he get through sector number 2? Not great. Bedlam bleeding some time here in sector number 2, but this still could be a good time. 1.8 back. How will the third sector go for him? Quite good! And it's a 30.53 for Bedlam. That will slot him into third place. That might, just might be enough for a battle for pole spot. Next up, it will be Chase. And despite low expectations, Chase has held his own, currently 19th in the individual standings, which I would definitely say is exceeding preseason expectations for this marble. And Chase only 0.4 back through sector number 1. Oh, but a rough bounce there entering sector number 2. Chase. Picking up the speed a decent amount, actually, exiting the sector. 2.2 seconds back, Chase. Through sector number 3. Not looking horrible, and will cross with a 32.29. That will place him in front of Tyrus, but behind Arrow. Not the worst, but also not the best. Entering the top 5 in the standings, we kick things off with the Pantheon with Low Key, who nabbed the first podium of her career and the first podium of the season for the Pantheon with a second place finish at Tidal Glow Circuit. Low Key, you can tell she is getting better with every race, and she's only 2/10 back through sector number 1. Low Key, very clearly a quick learner of the circuit racing format. Oh, a brutal bounce there through the chicane. That seems to have cost her a good amount of time. 1.6 back, but that still could be good with a good third sector. And Low Key has one. A bit of a rough bounce there, but it's a purple third sector still. And Low Key gets into the sub-30s, a 29.96. That will place her in third place. Very likely that she'll be in the battle for pole. Next up, and another talented rookie that I could say a very similar thing about, it is the Moon Melodies with Revo. Revo, a pole position to second place at Electra Expressway, highlights his season thus far, but sitting currently in 6th place in the racer standings, been extremely impressive. And Revo looking quite quick through sector number 2. Not the greatest final chicane, but still not too far back. 0.7. This is a very good time from Revo. Can he get a good third sector? He's got a decent one. He too is going to get sub 30 seconds, and he will steal third place away from Low Key with a 29.52. 3 racers to go, and that means that Blink is into the battle for pole. First up, it is Dart. And Dart has been the epitome of inconsistent thus far. Last place in his first race at Nocturnal Circuit, followed by a win at Tidal Glow Circuit, and then 15th at Circus Circuit. Although he was running well early on in that race, Dart looking quite slow through sector number 2. Very slow through that chicane. Picks up speed, but has lost several seconds. 2.7 back. This is not going to be a battle for pole time. Will he be able to stay out of the basement? No. A rough bounce there. A 32.65 for Dart. He needed better than that. That will place him 4th from the back thus far. That means that Hero is into the battle for pole. 2 racers left, and first up, it is clear for Team Fire. Team Fire jumped to 2nd in the standings after Electra finally got her long-awaited first career win. And Clear, just 4/10 back through sector number 1 and carrying some speed through sector number 2. Clear, stalling out a little bit there, trying to get back up to speed. He's going to bleed sometime here. About 2 seconds back, I believe. 1.7. Will Clear be able to have a final good sector? He will! It's a 30.51. That will not get him into the battle for pole, but that will be 5th place for Clear. Very good job. That means that Revo is into the battle for pole, and finally, it is Nova of the championship leading Icy Hots. The Icy Hots have been the favorite from the preseason, and they have performed like it, and particularly Nova, the individual championship leader with 3 podiums, 3 for 3, 4/10 back through the first sector. Nova is. And carrying a good amount of speed, stalling out a bit through that left-hander, but still looking pretty good through sector number 2, I would say. 1.6 back. This will not be a battle for pole time, most likely, but with a good third sector, it will place above average. Nova stalls out a little bit through the final turn. It's a 31.25. That will actually place her a bit below average. It'll be a tough task for Nova to make it 4 for 4, but that means that Low Key will make it into the battle for pole. Here we go, the 2-lap battle for pole. It's Blink, it's Hero, it's Revo, and it's Low Key. Good jump for Revo in 3rd, and they're able to take 2nd place away from Hero because of it. but a bit of an unoptimal line there, and low-key takes advantage moving into second, but loses it right back to Revo. In third is low-key Hero. Pinches low-key forward there, and now Hero is almost certainly out of it. Up front, though, Blink with a decent amount of breathing room back to Revo. How will they get through the third sector? Both of them are through it well. Low-key less so, and Hero is well out of it. White flag in the air. Wait a minute, what happened to Blink? I look back up and it's Revo well out in front. Blink now having to drift back to defend against low-key. She can't. Blink falls back to third out of nowhere. That means it is going to be the second pole of the season for the rookie. Revo, through the final chicanes, wins pole at Starlight Speedway. Low-key will qualify second. Blink will be able to hold on to third just barely. What happened? I completely missed it, but Revo is not going to complain.